It looks like it was mailed back directly to the company that sold it, and then they liquidated it. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, yeah, baby. $211. That's what I'm talking about. I was thinking maybe like 100, 150 bucks, but what's going on, guys? Dan Cal here with Liquidation Pros, and we're getting ready to unbox another $80 Amazon mystery box. This is from a pallet that I bought that had, oh, I don't even remember at this point. It's like 12 or 15 of these on it. I have so many of these boxes to go through right now. At this point, we're just going to roll through them. So haven't looked in here, have no idea. You can see it's still sealed up. I've been getting some really good items, but as you guys know, with these mystery boxes, it can be hit or miss. So this one was, it was like general merchandise, tools, and automotive is what it was described as, but I've been seeing some sporting goods, definitely a lot of automotive stuff. So I'm seeing that now, but you know what? This automotive stuff has been selling really well. And like a lot of it has been new. So it's been, eBay sales have been going really good. That's where I sell most of this stuff. So this here is a classic accessories cover. I'm not sure exactly which one this is for. I've never had this one, but normally they're like grill covers. They can go for pretty decent money. And what I'll do is as I go, if you've never seen the channel before, I'll pull up what the item's worth, or at least what I think I can sell it for. So, you know, my supplier will give me a price if this was worth $77, but you probably can't sell it for what they say it's worth. Normally something like that, you might be able to get 50 bucks for. Yeah, so like this item right now isn't even active on eBay, but which could be a good thing, maybe if it's desirable and no one has it available for sale. I'm not seeing it. It's classic accessories ULV 704135, some sort of cover, probably 50 bucks if it's regularly 70. These are just tool mounts, so these are, you put them up in your garage and it'll hold different tools. Their retail is like 10 bucks. I normally get like 5 bucks a set for those. What I'll normally do is I'll wait till I get like 4 sets and put them together. This is some sort of universal wrench extender. We can scan this on eBay and see what they go for. Holy smokes. Yeah, this is like a $40 item. So that's really good. And the way it works out, I say I paid 80 bucks for this box. It ends up being I paid 10% of retail. So if this is a $40 item, or let's say the retail value was $59.95, 60 bucks. I paid about 6 bucks for it. It's new condition and it's selling really good on eBay for 40. So really good profit margins there. These lights here, I have 2 of them and they're brand new, still in the box. The boxes have never even been opened. So let's see what kind of value we have here. What you'll know with the Amazon stuff, if you've never bought it before, Amazon covers up the barcode with their own return label barcode. It's a pain in the butt because you can't scan the item. So I have a scanner here, but most of the times the barcode's covered up and then this barcode doesn't match what the UPC is. So the UPC is a unique number that you can find the item very easily if you have that. But fortunately I have this Excel list and it has everything I bought in it. So these are $29 each retail. I do have 2 of them. Let's see what they go for on eBay. They're selling for about 20 bucks a piece. So maybe I can put the 2 of them together and charge like maybe like 35 bucks plus shipping, I'd say. So that's a pretty good find there. Here's another one of those clamps. They're actually for a fire extinguisher. So I do have 2 of those now. I could probably bundle them up. That's just another 5 bucks. Nothing too crazy. These little lights, some of them can be expensive, but I found most of them are right around 10 bucks for that. These are grease fittings, so replacement grease fittings. It's a whole pack of them there, pack of 10. I'm gonna say about 5 bucks. It's probably a flea market item. Here's another one of those lights. It's a slightly different model, but we can probably comfortably say 20 bucks without having to look it up. Now remember, some of this stuff, like for instance, this item, I can look up and see exactly what it's worth, but I don't know for sure if the item itself, what it's worth. I can look it up and see what it's worth, but I don't know if the item works. So there is some testing that gets involved. Some stuff you kind of can just tell by looking at it, whether it's been used or not. Stuff that's been mishandled or used, I typically won't, I won't sell if I can't test it. So this is just a little compass thing you put on your dash. It's clearly, you can see that it's working in there. It's a $10 item, nothing crazy there. This is one of those like cargo nets you'd put. It's a bunch of webbing that you can hold down stuff with your vehicle. probably like a $5 flea market item. I sold these a bunch. This is the Honda replacement emblem. So you'd put that on your on the front of your car. The problem with this one and the problem with a lot of them is the little pin is broken off on the other side. So these normally sell for 20, but this one's damaged. Somebody may still pay 10 bucks for it because you could probably just glue this if you wanted to, if you were that worried about putting it on the front. Another little mini lights, 5 bucks for those. These fuel pumps, I've actually had one in my last box, so I'll be able to put this together with that. They, I believe, were around, I think I said 50 to 70 bucks. So I'll be able to now look at both of them, make sure they're complete and they have everything. This is just a replacement hose for your car. Probably just a couple bucks there. Nothing special. I actually just had one of these too in the last one. Now, this is a VDO replacement gauge for your car. So some people use these for like hot rods and stuff, and they give you, it's a more accurate temperature gauge. They can be pretty expensive. So the retail on this is, let's see, 35 bucks. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're selling for that price. Let's see what they sell for. And it's a super lightweight item, easy to ship. So they're selling on average for $30. So that's a really good item there. Couple more light bulbs, not really worth much, 5 bucks. I could possibly, if I get a bunch of the same ones, I could lot them up, sell them together. This is a genuine Honda part. It's an oil pressure switch. These genuine Honda parts are worth pretty good money. I just had a hubcap in my last lot that was 40 bucks. So the last video I posted, I did another one of these boxes. Yeah, like this one's 25 bucks. One seller has sold 59 of them in the past year for a total of 2,500. So if you had a lot of these, you'd be doing pretty good. But 25 bucks for that item, that's another good one. Just another little compass you'd put on your dash. So I mean, the majority of this has all been automotive. So what they told me it was has been pretty accurate. This is maybe 5 bucks at the most. I want to see what this big item is here. Wow, check this out. Oh my gosh, it's like a seat. So, ultimate marsh seat. So basically, it's a portable seat that I guess you can rotate on, maybe for like hunting or duck hunting, since they're calling it a marsh seat. Oh yeah, hunt from above, it says. So it's a hunting seat. It's super big and bulky. This is not something I'd want to sell online and have to ship, especially if it's not worth more than like 50 bucks. It's just not worth my time. But definitely locally or in the flea market, someone would buy this if it's cheap enough. So the retail value on it is $113. Oh, I take that back. I might have to sell it online. Let's see what they go for on eBay. On average, they're selling for about $70 on eBay. So that's something I'll have to look into. It is probably a pretty good Facebook marketplace for local pickup item, and maybe ask like 50 bucks for it. I paid around 13, no, not 13. I paid around $11 for that, so not bad. I've had these car mounts before. This is a Ram license plate mount. I get anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks a piece for them. This one doesn't have the original like protective cover on it, so it might have some little scratches. Probably gonna end up being a flea market item, and I'd say 5 bucks in the flea market. Same thing here, another little license plate cover. They're about 5 bucks. Brake piston tool, probably just a couple bucks. Little tool for working on your brakes. This is another tool. These are heavy duty brick tongs. So this is what you would use to pick up big bricks. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just use your hands, but apparently you need this tool to do it. And I'm gonna say they're probably like retail like 39, because this brand Craft Tools, they make like specialized tools, and they tend to be pretty expensive. I was close, 37. And then with that being said, it's probably only selling for like maybe 25 on eBay, 26. So this one's borderline whether it's worth taking the time to list or not, especially since I only have one. But I'll have to think about that one because it is kind of bigger and heavier. I've sold a bunch of these down the flea market. These are like knee boards. So as you're doing different work, whether it be under your car or in your house, you you can take this with you, so you kneel on this cushion, real nice heavy duty cushion instead of the hard floor. I think like people that do tile work and stuff will do that too. Also because it distributes your weight nicely, so you're not putting a lot of weight on one spot. For instance, if you're doing like tile, you wouldn't want the fresh tile to be, you know, have weight on it. These are Everlast hand wraps, so these are like 10 bucks. This box hasn't been too great, but not bad. I still see some decent, there's about about 4 or 5 more items in here. Ammo cases, I get a bunch of these. My last video I was talking about working out a deal, possibly liquidating some of this stuff, just because I won't be down the flea market for a while. But this one's, their retail's 15. I normally get 5 bucks for them. And then I've had a bunch of these, and surprisingly they sell pretty, sorry. I've been putting my inventory on boxes over here because I need to get another table, and the one just collapsed, so that was that noise. These are mounts for like race seats. So if you want to take your factory seats out of your car, you would need something like this to mount a specific type of race seat. So this one's for a Corvette, and this one here is for also a Corvette. So it's probably passenger and driver, and then the buyer returned it because they changed their mind. These are surprisingly, I sell these. I've had a few of them. I sold a few of them. I still have a few for sale, but they're about 100 bucks a piece, depending on the model. So they retail for 150, but that's 200 bucks right there. I'm gonna move these off camera view because they're heavy, and I've already smashed one box. So, all right, we're getting down to the end, guys. Getting down to the end. We got a little Simpson screws. These are probably specialized screws for like a helmet, racing helmet. A couple bucks, maybe 5 bucks for those. This isn't worth anything. I don't even know. Some of these tiny little parts that you get just sometimes aren't really worth much. This is a Mossberg, so that's a gun. Quick detach sling. So it must be for like hooking your gun up to a quick pouch of some sort. I would have to look that up. I bet this one probably is worth something, maybe like 20 bucks. And it's very lightweight and small. I just want to check because the last couple items really weren't worth much, and I know this box hasn't been the best, that's for sure, but not bad. So they say retail, and this is actually 35. Let's see what it goes for, what I think I'll be able to ask for it. One sold for 35 bucks, so maybe like 30 bucks. Now, granted, you got to remember, there's fees involved, there's shipping. Sometimes what I ask for the item isn't actually what I get. If I ask 30, someone might send me an offer for 25 and I might accept it. So when I give like the final estimate what all this stuff is worth, typically your profit's gonna be a lot less. So, but you gotta remember, I also only paid 80 bucks for everything you see here. So this is a gas grill. Okay, I've seen these before. This goes up on like the side of your boat. You can put it in like a fishing rod holder so it sticks off the side of your boat. These can be pretty expensive. This Magna brand. Now this one, they didn't cover up the UPC. It looks like it was mailed back directly to the company that sold it, and then they liquidated it. So we'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, baby. $211. That's what I'm talking about. I was thinking maybe like 100, 150 bucks, but now it looks like it's still pretty good, well wrapped up. I'm not sure if it's all got factory tape. All right, we're gonna have to just kind of do a quick check just so you guys know what I plan to do with this item. It's got some tape across the top here that I'm gonna cut open, and we're just gonna see if it looks like it's ever been used. I'm not saying it's not worth much. If it is used, I'm sure it's still worth a good bit of money, maybe like 100 or 150, but if it's new, we're looking at like $200 plus, 200 bucks plus shipping if it's new. That's a really good item. The first sign I'll say when you're opening liquidation is if you're opening a box that looks like it's maybe been opened before, how stiff like the cardboard opens can tell you a lot. Like this one, you could feel it like it's only been bent once, because after you open it a couple of times, the cardboard, it's just like a lot more flimsy. When it's like stiff, you know that it's not been opened much. So I kind of got that feeling when I opened this. And sure enough, it's all wrapped up. Looks brand new to me. So I'll have to go through and just double check that everything's in there. But it's still factory wrapped. All the parts are wrapped up. The instructions are in there. They don't look like they've ever been taken out, meaning like they're not wrinkled up or anything. So that's a really good find for this box. That's a $200 item. I'll take that. So not bad overall. Now that I got that, pretty decent box. Good profit here. Like I said, this one item out of all that stuff, I'll be in the profit on the entire box. So that's been pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all the support, subscribers. A couple people emailed me after that last video that they might be interested in buying some liquidation boxes. So some of the stuff that you actually see me opening, looking into possibly lotting up and selling off just because I have so much of it. And it's kind of getting to the point where I'd rather pass the savings along to someone else who's interested in going through this stuff and reselling it. Now, obviously, something like that grill, for one, it's really big and heavy, but for two, it's worth a lot of money. So if I picked out, say, 2 or 3 things out of each box, sold those, and then liquidated the rest of it, I think we would all win, especially for anybody right now that's having a hard time finding inventory. Maybe you're in a remote area and it's just tough. I know a lot of the liquidation lots, the prices have been going up like crazy. Fortunately, I was able to secure this stuff for around 10% of retail, but I had to buy like 5 pallets of inventory. So that alone, it was 2 different orders, one 3 pallets, one 2 pallets. That was like close to $5,000. And then since then, I've ordered 5 more pallets, but that's not smaller items. It's the majority of it's like larger, we call them like Amazon bigs and mediums. So it's bigger, heavier items that you wouldn't want to ship. But for instance, there's one item in those pallets that I'm gonna be going tomorrow to look for. It's a $1,600 crossbow. So if that's in there, that alone, that one item will pay for an entire pallet. So the rest of the stuff will all be profit. If it's in there, if it works, if it looks new. So that's the chance you take. But hopefully, like this grill, it's in that same condition. It's just like an open box item. Maybe someone changed their mind. They sent it back to Amazon and I got to buy it for 160 bucks because I paid also, again, right around 10%. No, I'm lying. That one, actually, that lot had gone up to about 15% of retail. So the prices have just been going up and up and up. And even buying that much in bulk, I'm still paying a higher percentage than what I would like. But anyhow, I'm rambling on. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.